Hey everyone, I'm Noah from the Super Gamer Bros and welcome back to another episode of GreedFall. At the end of the last episode we were hunting for somebody called the Candyman, and that is who we are still looking for now. It should be this way. Yes. Candy
Good
Cane.
evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant
A
company.
legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous...
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr.
Bye.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little. I will find a way of putting...
I have faith in you, Father.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard...
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I am not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved, and the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateo.
This man is burning up with fever, and he bears several bite marks and...
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his...
Have you tried giving him any...
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it...
No matter what happens, you always...
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the answer.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands...
On Manawi, I heard that.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing... And you proved me right.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the...
I heard about...
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable...
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Alas, our Donegat is one of the exiles. But
Thank you. I will go... I have to go.
Like...
Here you are.
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature...
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this.
Do you know which antidote should be...
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could... You are different. And you have a lot. So, I will give you the potion to cure them. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Where am I?
You're in Eden.
Was I unconscious for a swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people...
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of... A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him.
Show me the location of your colleagues.
There. Please.
Thank you. do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we...
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying you?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your... This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the...
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of... Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified rites.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talk. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be with...
How charming.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what has led to this situation between...
What would you like to know?
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest, according to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint...
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the one... I must admit that I underestimated the hardship. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly.
And no one has searched for those who have...
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too... Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures...
And by someone, I suppose you mean...
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information. But you understand...
Of course, that's understandable.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
Can you explain to me what...
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop them. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions. And now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for...
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously false. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified...
How would they have done that? The natives cannot...
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing.
They did not go missing. They were killed. And let's not forget the sun. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night.
That's strange. There aren't many villagers around.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighting. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp.
We've been in this region, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable...
Those savages may very well have been following us since our... We will not be safe on this island.
I see. So, you haven't...
So we can die as well!
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now, even if you think they are dead.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, but I would not get my hopes up. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely. Protect me in this battle! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! Engulf our enemies!
No magic! Drink the potion!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animal. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
These fang marks were impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? These fang marks were impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn. But what was he doing alone, so far from the camp? This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation. Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for...
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for...
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they... Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise...
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anything?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause, the Ordo Luminis, sent me to keep an eye to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. A danger. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation. But to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the Congress? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already, but since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince... My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries.
This Renaigse tried to blame the priests would have wanted to punish them and innocent people would have died.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We...
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. The research will continue, and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people. The decision to reveal them or not...
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to eat.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible! But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit...
What? But why would he? He will have to answer for his...
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Card.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she... Once more, your help has been a blessing. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to just...
Of course. This place was but a single step. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, but even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well...
We could go there for you if you wish.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Help our enemies! May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
I've never been that far into the swamp, but if I was to live here, I would look for a drier place.
May the enlightened
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! magic's running out. Take a potion.
No magic. Drink a potion.
Your magic is running out. Take a potion. Be careful. Your armor is falling apart. Your magic is running out. Take a potion. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
A cavern. Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world. This is incredible. We have to run through this place.
Protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. May the enlightened... May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
These murals are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias, praying to Enon Milfrichteman. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here. In this cavern where our founder lived.
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize. as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men dwi stad en on mil fruktemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people. En on mil fruktemen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Teleme, finished his life worshipping the islanders' god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the native.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Teleme.
I understand you must be concerned. Great revelations are often followed by a trail of blood. But if what we found was revealed, my people could live in peace with the priests at last.
I already took sides. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there.
Protect me in this battle!
Found it!
So, did you find anything?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablet?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On another, he prayed to the god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the island?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I... You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have... So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the...
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil? How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can...
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of...
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith. But since you refuse to comply with our orders...
Death to the heretic!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
So what, I shouldn't tell her the truth? Because I can't win that fight. Alright, we'll come back to this mission when we're stronger.
Well, have you? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for D alcohol.
The best? Oh. The best? Oh. Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Alright, so that's where I'm going to end the episode. For the next episode, I'm going to look up where I can get knot clothing so we can continue that one main mission and investigate the knots and possibly free them. And the other thing I want to do is start the Scholar's Expedition Camp main quest. When I get stronger, I assume we'll go back, because I want the truth to come out about their civilization. I don't want it to just be have them continue what they're doing. So anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.